already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap and publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in their raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black.
It's week 3 of the National Football League. And coming up, we're going to see Leonard Fournette. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Buccaneers and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
On first down, Mobley. Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable.
Trying it on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3 and 3. Operating from the gun, Mobley. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a start right out of them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
And Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One of my own teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
The Bucs at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there's still something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they...
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Mobley. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Looking to throw. Mobley. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well?
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Mobley. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. They're obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, Parker, and that quick 3-and-out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It certainly feels like there are more stars in the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Well, they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down, Mobley. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devontae Wyatt brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Mobley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looking to throw. Mobley. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are once again back in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After a round down the middle, the lead is now 10-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. To throw on second down. Mobley. Under pressure, they got him again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So, Brandon, we saw a lot of coaches when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively. I'm not sure that's sack and set on their play sheet.
From the gun on third down. Mobley. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Like what I see so far into this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Looking to throw on second down. Mobley. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Mobley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Fournette running wide side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Mobley going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now off a little bit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun, Mobley. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On 1st and 10, Mobley. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The final shot before break. Mobley. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. That gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Looking to throw. Mobley. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. The big man get the... And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 4th down, Mobley. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
Here we go. Cut my team. Hurry, hurry.
Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Mobley. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. On first down, Mobley. That's complete. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He lost a fumble last week as well, so not back-to-back weeks. Maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Mobley. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and forced the incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down, Mobley. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Back to throw again. Gets around him, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are back. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's able to get it back here to the
33-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Following the fumble recovery, Mobley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
To throw on second down, Mobley. He completes it to Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess where the yards is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Less band prep for Chris Godwin than other receivers of his ilk around the league, but he quietly put up 1,100 yards last season. The Buccaneers certainly noticed, and they handed him a new contract extension to continue being the catch magnet that he is. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Mobley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Off play action, Mobley. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Fournette running out of the gun, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Looking to throw on second down. Mobley looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. We're staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Packers get set to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. 20! And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mobley. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Dean Lowry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Complete right side to Otten.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. A shotgun give to Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
To throw on 2nd down.
Mobley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Following the fumble recovery, Mobley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on second down. Mobley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right after 50. Boy, they give him what again, Charles? 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Fournette once more on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get it inside the 20. And in for a Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So the Packers down on the scoreboard. 57 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, Mobley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming in, and that just looked automatic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the
face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They're not able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
From the 6. Kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. One side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.